If you've come here to disrupt the meeting, then I have a right to have you removed. If you've come here to listen and then to ask questions when the question time comes up, fine. But let's not pedal our own bicycles because you have a particular problem. And you too. Thank you. Now, I am standing and walking around here. 4 years ago, I walked with a brace. I had a belt, and my leg was in a caliper because I'd had a prolapsed disc in my spine, which caused my sciatic nerve to flatten, and I lost the use of my right leg. I am not claiming that Sahaja Yoga was totally responsible for my present condition, because I know there would be regeneration. But the best medical advice you can get will tell you that that regeneration does not continue much beyond 18 months. It is still continuing. I have a daughter. I'm speaking in the first person because I don't see any point in talking about other people. I have a daughter who was a heroin addict. She gave up heroin in 2 weeks after she got what she mother calls her self-realization. She is now married, she has one child and another one expecting, and she has totally changed. That came about not through some mumbo-jumbo, not through some curious form of standing on your head and doing strange yogic practices, but simply by getting her self-realization and concentrating on the perfection of herself. That is what Sahaja Yoga is about. We are all human beings, so in Sahaja Yoga, from time to time, of course, we have clashes. We have people who don't agree, we have people who, for various reasons, are asked to leave. As I say, you cannot join Sahaja Yoga, you can only practice it. Please, come. If you are living in a house, madam, and you are not conforming to the way other people in that house wish to live together, conform, not perform, conform. If you are living in a house with other people and they consider that you are aggressing them, and be careful, Jenny, because I have someone in the audience that you aggressed. In fact, she's just coming in now. There is a question time. There is a question time after. We expected this, as you can see. This is why the gentlemen of the press are here. I'm sorry for those of you who came to hear about Sahaja Yoga. It is one of those things we have no control over because this is a public meeting. And if people choose to come here and disturb it until they make it quite clear that they intend to disturb and disrupt the meeting, we cannot ask them to leave. So if you will bear with them, we will try and continue to tell you something about Sahaja Yoga. I am living proof that things can happen physically to you that wouldn't otherwise be expected. My daughter is similarly someone who has overcome a problem that is threatening large sections of our young community, and it was done through self-realization. What is this self-realization? Basically, if you look at this character here behind me, you will see at the base of the spine a triangular bone. It was called the sacrum. Interesting word, because it means sacred. Within that sacrum bone, there resides a residual power, which has been lying rather like a seed that lies until it is put in the earth, until such a time as the time we live in, when, through a mechanism which I don't tend to understand, through the agency of someone like Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi, this mechanism is activated. When this mechanism is activated, the force, if you like, the force be with you, the force passes up the central nervous system. And believe it or not, and many of you, I hope, will experience it tonight if we don't have too many interruptions, you actually feel a sensation in your hands and on the top of your head in the form of a coolness. Now, that sounds wild, highly unlikely, but in fact it happens. When this happens, that is a signal to you on your central nervous system that something unusual has taken place. In terms of yoga, in terms of what yoga means, that is a union or a connection. If you like, that television camera over there is a remarkable piece of modern day technology. But until they plug it into their battery power, the package got down, I don't know whether that's what it is, but, or into the PowerPoint on the skirting board over there, it really is a useless pile of junk. Now, we're not a useless pile of junk, but we are at a point in our evolution where unless something happens, unless something changes, we're not going to survive. Because we live in a world that is distrustful, we live in a world that is unable to tell the difference between truth and falsehood, and so we are on a merry-go-round. We don't seem to be able to get out of the continuing cycle of kill or be killed, put down or be put down, sell or die. You know, we have to change. The world is getting fuller and fuller of people. Oh, for goodness sake, will you please keep quiet? I am speaking for myself. I don't know what's got into you. I notice you're wired for sound. This lady is wired for sound, you will be pleased to know. She has a microphone on her lapel, which is so that everybody can hear what she has to say. You can tell from that that she has come deliberately to disrupt this meeting. I want you to know that now. So whatever she says or does, you can expect. So, these 7 coloured balls there represent the subtle plexuses in the body. They are, wherever there is a nerve plexus, there is this subtle plexus alongside it. They reflect our attitudes and our behaviour. The heart is the centre of security. And it is, isn't it? If you get a fright, you go and you can feel your heart race. There are several medical practitioners in Sahaja Yoga, mainly in the United Kingdom, and they are doing research into this. For instance, they have discovered, please, you will have your time to ask questions afterwards. Let's be fair. They have discovered that a high proportion of women who have breast cancer have husband trouble. Now that's obvious, isn't it? It's affecting their security. I mean, there are people down here who don't believe that, but that's immaterial. They obviously don't believe a lot of other things. If your security is, yes, similarly, coming to that. If your security is threatened, this centre, which is I've forgotten the name of it, the plexus, I'm speaking of the physical plexus, it affects your lungs, it affects the heart rate, it affects your well-being in the sense that if your security is sufficiently threatened, you start to exhibit a disease. It has thrown your whole system out of balance. And what Sahaja Yoga is talking about is balance. If you can keep in balance, then you will have a fairly healthy life. There are still accidents. You can still, unfortunately, get in the way of disease, but generally speaking, you will find you're much more resistant. We're not saying that Sahaja Yoga is the cure-all of all things. We still have a long way to go. But it is, in essence, the next step that we must take if we are going to progress in our evolution. Some of us will not. Some of us will choose not to. But nonetheless, others will like to and will try. One of the things that Sri Mataji very often says is that you must look at this thing like a scientist. You don't have to believe what I say, you don't have to believe what Sri Mataji says, but it is fair to listen, and it is fair to look at it and see whether there is any truth in it, to see whether it works. And if it works, well, then why not give it a try? You're not going to lose anything. She doesn't require money for it. I beg your pardon? Yes, indeed. There's no particular brand of spiritual enlightenment. Spiritual enlightenment is spiritual enlightenment. Are you trying to divide up the... I didn't say it was a religion. It is a way to improving yourself. It is a way to developing yourself in your evolution. It is a connection with the all-pervading power that obviously makes the world tick. If you have experienced it, you would understand. It's very difficult to explain to people what I'm talking about. If you have never had this experience, it is almost impossible to expect you to understand. If I wanted... You have the opportunity. You have the opportunity. Whether or not you succeed, of course, is up to you entirely. I can't explain to you what fish tastes like if you've never eaten fish. I can tell you, roughly speaking, what it is, but you have to experience it. And what we're basically talking about now is a physical manifestation of something that occurs. These people are sitting there with notes. You can see how well prepared they are. Oh, thank you. Posterity. The questions will come later. There is always a time... Would you please keep quiet? There is always a time... We really did come here to talk to people about Sahaja Yoga and what spiritual enlightenment is all about. We didn't really come here to talk to armoured cars in drag. Now, I don't understand why you people don't get a hall and invite people to come to explain what your problems. I haven't any money. No, it's not. I have no money. There's no organisation. There are a lot of people in the organisation who put up money to hire this hall. Is that wrong? Srimataji's coming. Now, may I read? Please, will you listen to what Sri Mataji has to say? There will be a question time after. If you insist on interrupting, then I will ask the security people to remove you. We're entitled to do that. You've had a fair go to now. I think you would all agree with me that they've had a fair go.
What's happened?
Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi is here to explain to you what is a truth.
I see.
Truth is felt on your central nervous system. It's not something you have to believe. It's not something that somebody else has told you. It is something that happens. And no amount of talking or shouting from the auditorium will make any difference. Truth is truth. And because we are such a skeptical people, that it's not, and I mean people in the human race, I'm not talking about Australians or anybody else, it's not surprising that Pilate said to Christ, "What is truth?" It's not at all surprising, because there are always people shouting you down when you speak the truth. Tonight you will hear the truth. Tonight, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi will tell you the truth. She will give you the truth. And I hope you will listen.
What's that? I bow to all the seekers of truth. Now, we have the knowledge with us through science and through other enterprises about the tree of life, which is outside. But when it comes to the roots of the tree, we have to understand it has to be a subtler knowledge. And you can't hear? Something wrong here? No, it's not working. Must be some mischief.
That's a good start.
This is same. Dead. This is
Something wrong with this.
all right. Beg pardon?
Where is it from? They're all gone dead. This was working and I took it out. Somebody on the switch?
Some mischief has been done. That's Adelaide. Always I have to face something like that in Adelaide.
Must be a special place.
Special place, I must say.
Thank you.
Ah, good.
We've got it.
Mm. Has to move a little bit down below.
I think I'm fixing that.
All right. Just to be brought like that, I think a little bit. So it's facing the. Yes, thank you. Let me put something here down. Attacking it. Yeah? All right. I bow to all the seekers of truth. We know the truth about the tree of life through our search in science and other enterprises we have taken through. But still we have to find out our roots. Unless and until we find out our roots, we cannot nourish this tree of life. This tree of life has grown beyond the supply of energy that can come from the roots. But as the tree grows, also the roots grow downward. And in that search, I've been lucky enough to find out a method to give an mass, that subtle thing called as the spirit. The spirit is your own, is the God Almighty reflected in your heart. He resides in your heart all the time. He watches you, but He doesn't come into action. He doesn't come into your attention. The power of God is the Holy Ghost, is the desire of God to take you into His kingdom. That is reflected in this triangular bone called as sacrum. Surprisingly, this bone was known to the Greeks. That's why they called it sacrum, meaning sacred. Greeks came quite close to the search of truth. But suddenly, I don't know what happened to them, that they also started going outward, became extroverts. I've been to Greece and I have seen Athens itself means primordial mother, Athena. In Sanskrit language, it's called Atha means primordial. In the same way, so many great prophets, incarnations, came on this earth to tell you that you have to become the Spirit. Even in Quran, in the very beginning of it, it is written that you have to be connected to God. Without connection to the God or His power, you cannot talk about God, you cannot understand God, and if you try to do anything, you become aggressive, dominating, and ultimately cruel. But just think of, please let me finish, madam, just a minute, have patience. There's no need to be so disturbed. This is a place we are trying about our self-realization. You too have got it within you. You too have got that spirit within you. Be patient. Better know your own properties slowly. Be patient. I'm not taking away anything from you. Just be patient. All right? No use being aggressive. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. Now this is, I can't hear you. What's the use? Now let us be. You see, this is the trouble. You need really, in Marathi it is said, Tala pahije zatiche. To get to realization, you have to have people of quality and a caliber. Superficial, cheap people cannot get realization. In the olden times in India, they gave self-realization to one or two persons. At the time of Rama, there was one fellow called Nachiketa who came to Janaka, the father-in-law of Rama, who was a great saint, and asked him, sir, will you give me realization? He said, ask me the whole world, that I can give you, but not realization. He had to go through severe tests. Then self-realization was granted. But when I was born, I found the world is in a complete chaos. People have no time. And there are so many useless people in this world that they are the murmuring souls as described by Christ, and they will spoil all the rest of them, and there won't be any chance for them to take to a lengthy process of self-realization that one by one I clear the chakras. So very assiduously I studied the problems of human beings. I was amazed that modern human beings are very complicated, much more complicated than what people were. I was told that some very good Christians came in Adelaide to settle down here, but there are no more. There are no more. And such people who have their own projections of doing this and doing that, trying every sort of thing, just to have some new things, spoiled themselves completely within. It was a very difficult task to begin with. I had first only one lady, and after 2 years I could give realization to only 12 people. In London I had to work for 4 years on 7 people for 4 years to give them realization. But there's one thing about English, they are hard nuts. but once they are there, they are there. So, in the West, I never thought I would ever work because I was not sure that I'll be able to do that. But unfortunately or fortunately, my husband got elected to this post 4 times, that too unanimously, and that's how I am in England. Whatever it is, one has to realize that whatever these prophets have said, these incarnations have said, since long they have talked about the roots and not about the tree. But when such a thing starts, also there are people who are seekers of ages are born. They are seekers. They are serious seekers. There are many serious seekers in the West, I have found. Very, very serious people. They have read so much about religion, every religion. They are not conditioned people, very sensible people. And they started coming to India and fell into traps of many cults and many people. From the year 1970, in a bigger hall than this, I had announced that you cannot charge any money for God's work. You cannot live on the earnings of God's love. That time I took the name of the people who would go all round and try to entice people and take money from them and live on that. Of course, surprisingly, nobody has yet prosecuted me. That was the first beginning of Sahaja Yoga, that we started thinking in the terms of mass realization. But I had to study quite a lot, because an Indian mind is very different from the Western mind. An Indian knows that the aim of his life is self-realization. Of course, we have learned so much from you about science, about economics, about banking, insurances. But we have some knowledge about the roots. And there is no harm in learning something from India also, in case we know it is worth something. The knowledge of the Kundalini was known to Indians thousands of years back, and also there are many examples of people getting realization. But there were very, very few people. So when I started studying people, I said there is a problem on the chakras, on the centers. If you have to become a subtler being to enter into your roots, I have to see that your subtler being is completely manifesting. For that, your chakras have to be clean. These chakras can be cleaned by various ways, and we started using various methods to clean them. Of course, all these methods that we used to cleanse them were according to the prescriptions we had from our other people, like putting the hands like this comes from Muhammad Sahib. Because Muhammad Sahib had said, at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. We do not deny any religion whatsoever, because according to us, all religions have truth hidden in a very subtle form. And if you have that subtle understanding, you can approach that. Now, he has said at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. And it's a fact, your hands can speak, no doubt. But you have to get your realization, otherwise it doesn't work out. What we call is baptism is the same as realization. It is that the centers are cleared out, then the Kundalini rises, that is the Holy Ghost, rises and blesses you with your self-realization and opens out your Fontenay bone area. You will be surprised in New Zealand, a place like New Zealand. The whole hall was all full. We didn't advertise much, but I don't know why people were so sensitive. And they came and they told me, Mother, like a booze it came out of her head. But I must say New Zealand people must be very deep people. There must be a very deep seeking in them, and they are not affected by other conditionings. So surprising it was. While in Melbourne also, I had a very good experience. I would say that it is the quality of the person that matters in Sahaja Yoga very much, because it is the becoming. Like an egg becomes a bird. Like we can say a seed becomes a plant. Now it is a becoming very important, and so we have to see if a person is willing to adapt that becoming. We have our ways and methods of telling how to do it. Nanak Sahib has said, Sahaja Samadhi Lago. He said, only through Sahaja, by spontaneous happening, by living process, you get Samadhi. He said it. He said also that there are Ida and Pingala, two nadis within us. Kabir Dasa has clearly said it. So, into any cult when you go, you will find they do not talk of any religion as such. They do not give you any ideas as to what the essence of the religion is. They do not prove it to you, and they do not show you where it exists. For example, we'll say that Christ is within us. Now, where is Christ? Who was Christ? How he came on this earth? How he was conceived? First in the heavens? What was the thing he did? We don't know. If you just read Bible, you won't know. You have to read for that Devi Mahatma. You have to understand through that that Christ was the Omkara, means what you call the divine sound. He came out of that. And that's why he could walk on the water. There are so many things written about Christ in other books, and so many great things written in those books that we do not want to go into them, and how are we going to understand him? But first of all, realization is very important to expand your attention with an enlightened way. I was happy to know that people in Adelaide are traditional. All good traditions are to be accepted. They are not to be given up. They are family people, that's also another good thing that they are family people. But the problem is that they are placed in such a chaotic condition that they cannot decide what is right and what is wrong. Now, these traditions which are good should be taken, and on these traditions we should build up something that is wider and greater. As soon as you get realization, you get your new awareness called collective consciousness, about which Jung has written very clearly. You have to become collectively conscious. But those who are superficial people don't get it. Those people who have problems on this center do not get it. They do not feel it. Those people who are not serious-minded don't get it. If they don't get it, then they start blaming others than blaming themselves. There are so many who have got realization, and so many are doing well. This is what is needed today. Unless and until you get your transformation, unless and until you become your spirit, unless and until you get collective consciousness, the problems of this world cannot be solved. That's a fact. But everybody doesn't get it. Everybody cannot get it. And we cannot guarantee that. Those who can get it have to be the people who should seriously understand the importance of self-realization. For example, in India, no problem. We have, say, the president of the world High Court, Hague. He got his realization just like this, in 2 minutes. And he was so amazed at it. He asked his wife all the way, we knew them very well otherwise also, to fly out from Udaipur to see me and to get her realization. To them it is an important thing, very important thing. The most important thing is to become the spirit. Because he is now the High Court judge, Hague High Court, the highest position that he could reach. It does not matter. It's nothing great. If he has not got his self-realization, what's the use of living in this world? But the attention of the people has to move that side, and it has moved in the West quite a lot. There are definitely lots of seekers in the West. But the problem of the West, I must tell you, is something very different. The problem of the West is like this, that within us there are two systems which work, autonomous nervous system. One is the left, another is the right. The left one is called as the Ida Nadi, or you call the moon channel, or the one which looks after. I've been lecturing every night for hours. The moon channel. Now the moon channel is the one that works out our desires. We get our desires through this left side moon channel. And the right side one, if you see it clearly, starts little from the second center, is the one we call it as, no use telling English, there is no English name, so it is called as Pingala. Now this is the channel that works out our action. First one gives us desire, and the second one gives us action. Now a person who goes to extreme on any one of them tries to go away from the center. For example, now we have in the West lots of ideas, say, about action. Now this is the right side, this is the left side. Now we have the right and left and the center in between. All right? Now if you are too much in the action on the right side, go into imbalance, it breaks the connection with the main. If it breaks the connection with the main, then what happens? You start working on your own, this side. The connection, the control goes away. Once the control of the central nervous system is gone, you can become malignant, you can develop any diseases of that kind which are psychosomatic. Also with the physical exertions and all that, you can develop some other diseases which are more physical. Now going to extremes, for example, for ladies, I have always told, who are married ladies, I have always told about them, that they really work very hard in the West, in the sense their standards are so high, everything should be spick and span, and all the time cleaning, they have no time to rest. They have no time to rest at all. They must take out some time to rest and look after themselves as well. They should involve the whole family in the work and see that there is a little balance. It should not be that only the woman should go on working all the time for the household. Of course, homemaking is her love and her liking, but that doesn't mean that she should completely sort of get ruined with that. She has to use a balance. She should use some balances which are useful to keep herself in the center. So what we say that everything should be done in a moderate form. Please, madam, you should please. Well, everything should be, you are not the only person listening, there are many. See, listen, I'll tell you, madam, see, now, one thing I must tell you. There are so many who have come here all the way, and I have come all the way from London, all right? Understand that? You are not the only person who has come to listen. But why don't you allow others to listen? This is uncivil. You are not civil. You should allow others to listen. They have come to listen to me, not to you. Keep quiet. I'll listen to you later on, all right? There should be sensible thing. This is no sense. What's the use? if I'm, but I mean, whatever your ideas are or opinions are, you keep to yourself. Why do you want to force it on me? All right, let me make, but then you hold a meeting and make it. Can you get even one person to listen to you, madam? I would like to. No, please. Now, just see, they have not come to listen to you at all. They have come to listen to me, all right? None of them are here to listen to you. It's a simple thing like that. Why are you talking? If you want to talk, let us. You can have a meeting of a bigger quality, talk to them, tell them whatever you want to tell. It's all right. And I won't disturb you. Let me tell them, all right, now keep it to yourself. Nobody has come to. All right. Now, this is I was telling you about the extreme behavior of anything is not good. We have to keep in balance. When we come in the balance, in the moderate way, if we live, then what happens? That we keep this contact all the time with the whole. Now the Kundalini that is down below in 3.5 coils has to rise through all this. When she rises through all this, she pierces through your fontanelle bone area and you actually feel the cool breeze coming out of your head. If you do not feel it and if you say I am feeling it, you are a hypocrite. I am not going to say you are feeling it. It is you who has to say. There are many people who come to Sahaja Yoga like that. I am feeling it, it's good, this, that, unnecessarily. Why should they try to deceive themselves? You are not to deceive yourself. You see yourself that you feel the cool breeze coming out of your. Are you Jeannie? Are you Jeannie? Huh? What's it? I can't hear you, sorry. I can't hear you, madam. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I can't hear you. No, I'm not. I'm not. You shouldn't say like that. No, I'm not a liar. I'm not hearing you at all, and I'll give you a chance to talk. All right? Despite everything, I'll give you a chance to talk. There's a letter against you here. Are you Jeannie? Are you Jeannie? Jenny. You thin down very much, I must say. You are much fatter person, were you? Yes, I know. Now, there's a letter about you here, which I don't want to read it out. It's not good, but you better read it yourself. No. I'm not like you. I'm not like you. All right. Now, keep the dignity of the whole thing. Now, be sensible. Be sensible. There's nothing. It is so. But it's not the time. They have not come here for me to. Yes, just see. Why should you take their time? They have not come here to listen. Madam, I didn't even, you see, knew you much. You see, this is, you are, she herself, you see now, this lady says that she was driven out. Means she was sticking on. She herself never went away. Why didn't she go away if she didn't like it? That's a simple thing. She should have gone away. Why was she sticking on? Beg pardon? Oh. What did she say? Brainwashing! Oh, I see. There is a letter about that, your brainwashing. Nirmala, you know Nirmala? Read it out now. Let her have it. All right, let it be. What she has to say about you. If you can say something, she can also say something, all right? She also has a right to say. Now, let her be. Let it out. Stevens, do you mind reading it out? Once for all. Listen to this, what she has to say about you. She sent a telegram. Take this. That's wasting of time.
It is.
It's Adelaide speciality. we should, I don't know, what's the matter? But last time we had born again, they came to hit me. Before that, there was some other. All the time you have a little group like that all the time. And I'm surprised. I mean, you see, some people can't do Sahaja Yoga. All right, give it up.
Is it working?
Why should they be thrown out? That's all. And you can go to the courts. You see, not here. Why doesn't she go to the courts? You see, that's sensible.
It's taking a feed.
She's
off the
angry,
phone,
all right.
so we should get it.
Why is she so angry? Now listen now. Another angry person will listen to her. What she has done to her.
There is a very wise saying, sir, that says you become what you are unable to be.
Just waste of time. All right, but this is not the place. My child, this is not. See, if she's hurt, she would have written to me. She would have come and seen me. She would have talked to me. This is, don't waste it. You see, nobody has come to listen to her. If somebody is hurt, is this civil? You tell me. Others have come here to listen to me. All right. But why to expose here? Why to demonstrate here? She can come and see me tomorrow. I will give her time, 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever she wants, all right? But why disturb everyone? They have come for their realization, let them have. Why do you want to be dog in the manger?
When somebody is very hurt, they're not rational.
But it is justifiable.
May I ask the audience something? Would you prefer that these people left your head?
All right? All right, just listen to this letter. Now, you have one complaint, she has another complaint about you. This she told me on the phone that it is about you she has written. But this is what she has sent. Now, there's a complaint about her. You see, in any group, there can be complaints about people. We have driven out so many men also from Sahaja Yoga, so many. But, you see, driven out, we had to ask them to get out. They never went out. If she had gone out, then I would have understood her, that she had grudges. But when she was asked to get out, then she has grudges, means that we should have grudge about her, isn't it? I can't just hear, I don't know what's happened. All right, let it be, let them. Jenny, there's no need to be that aggressive. There's no need, all right? No need. Come along. See now, this is too much. You were in Sahaja Yoga? I tell you, this Adelaide business. You are not allowing me to speak at all. But this is not the way. If one person is hurt, this is not the way. Now, if she's hurt, she could have come and told me. She's welcome for that. She would have told me this is what has happened, anything. You see, there are ways. It is quite simple, my child. She looks quite all right. You don't know what she has done if you read the letter. Why don't you read the letter?
There's only one person here, as far as I can see, even knows what it's all about.
What is it? बेवकूफ़ों की कमी नहीं निकाली. What is this? You're not. What can I do?
We haven't come here to debate.
I
She's only, if you want to set up today, it's another matter, but she's only here for one day. And you are deliberately
Yes, this is not proper. This is not being kind to your people in Adelaide. This is dog in the manger. This is, no. Jenny, that's not proper. No. It's not proper. It's not proper. There's no propriety, I must say. There's no propriety. This is not the way to behave. You could come and see me. I'm here only for one day. There are so many people wanted to hear me. Now you want me to hear you. It's selfish, isn't it? Of course, it's very selfish. You should come and see me. I told you, you can come and see me. I can talk to you. I can talk to all of them and tell them whatever is wrong. We'll try to correct it. That's a simple way. But this is being very selfish, just to attract the attention of everyone. If you call a meeting, will you have these people there? No. All right, 6 years is finished, 8 years is finished. I've been working for 16 years and I've had people like this. So what am I to do? How much what? I have paid from my own bank quite a lot for your information. You know for definite. That's there, you should not lie. Jenny, now don't lie there. You know I have paid out of my pockets. You know that very, very well. Now don't tell lies there. Oh no, you know that. You can't say this. Listen. What jewelry? With jewelry. Nothing. You see, actually you will be surprised. What jewelry? What jewelry? No jewelry. What jewelry you gave me? What did she give me? You know, I mean, just imagine. See now, I'll tell you one thing. She's really talking through her hat.
You never had yours from me because I never believed. Of course it is. I do it deliberately.
If you ask my husband, he'll tell you. You see, this feminist, what are you doing? Why are you behaving like this? This is not proper. It's not being proper. No, Jenny, that's not proper. You are making allegations which are absolutely false. You know that. You know that. I have spent lots of money out of my pockets. And I have been giving lots of presents myself. And not a single thing that you have given me, I have used it. No. It's not correct. What's it? Why do you what?
Why do you use the balls of plastic?
Well, false you?
Why are people isolated?
Huh?
She says, why are people isolated? Because he got sick.
No. I'll tell you about him. Is she here? Melissa, is she here? Is Paul here? Is he here? Is he here? Call him. I'll tell him. He will know why, what happened. Let him be here. Why are you talking? No. You don't talk for him. Why didn't he come? Why didn't he come? No. I know everything. I know everything that happens. Everything. All right, sit down. Why not? All right. Now this one is a story. See, we had 1,000 people in that place. 1,000. I didn't take. I never touch money. You know that very well. No. Who? Whose brother? Who gave me? Who? Who is this brother? $10,000. I have absolutely no knowledge. This is lie. This is a lie. I can put you on the court on this. No, nothing of the kind. Nothing of the kind. If he had given me, I would have known, and if he had put that money, I give it for Sergio Gabar. I do not need your money. You must know that. I am sufficiently enough with myself, and I give away my money. You know that very well, Jenny, and don't tell lies. Well, I don't know. Where is it? You find out. First time I am hearing. See, I'll tell you, first time I am hearing this from you, that the person who died, because I had cured him of AIDS, you know that, and then he died. Is he the one? No, which one? Which one is William? Which one is this William? From Adelaide? Who is this William? Who? 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 I never say that. We never use those words. I never use. Did I say to you? I never said. All lies. I mean, A to Z is a lie. See, now there are so many people in our movement, and if somebody says that, if I find it, if I know it, I verify it, and I throw him out. And she did the same. That's why she was thrown out. Why not read the letter? Why we threw her out? Just read the letter. Why we threw her out? See? Huh? Huh? This is the way. Why do you want to get insulted? Why do you want to get insulted for nothing at all? It's all a lie. I must say it's all a lie. I don't need. Let them go. It is not correct. It's absolutely a lie. What's the name of the gentleman who gave the money? Just ask her also. What's the name of the gentleman? We should find out. Hello, Mrs. Jenny. Please tell us who is the gentleman. No. We want to know. Hello, I want to know the name of the gentleman who left the money. Will you please tell? Please tell me. I want to find out. I will find out. Huh? Who? Who was he? And now who is the gentleman? Give us the address. I must find out. And if it is not so, I'll sue you. I will sue you. All right, bring it. Where is the thing? Where is the 10,000? All right, let's find out. No. To be exact, let us know who is the gentleman. Nobody gave. Just imagine. These are lies. I tell you, even this time, coming to Australia, I have purchased my own ticket, this extent. Now this lady, they should tell me the name of the man who gave money. Supposing, you better get her removed. You better go. You're very troublesome. You see, they are the people who form sort of unions, and they did the same in the ashrams. That's not allowed in Sahaja Yoga. You are not supposed to form any union like that. And these were saying that we are feminist and we must dominate men. Shit, that's a letter. What words? Imagine.
What you're doing now is constituting.
You can't abuse me.
You are now using foul language. We are quite entitled to remove. Will you please leave?
Please, will you ask this lady and this one also to go? No, this one with orange dress. Ask her to go, please. You see, I don't want to insult you, madam, but this is wrong to insult me like this. You can't say all these words to me for nothing at all. I've done no wrong to anyone. I've always tried to help everyone. Spending my husband's money is a fact. You know that. Beg pardon? What's he saying? What is he saying?
He says it is your husband that has all the money. I think he's inferring.
Quite a lot. I must say quite a lot. You see, now he has paid for my coming here, all right? But sometimes they also feel ashamed that I should pay for their salvation. So they try to pay to the travelers, not to me. I don't need any money, thank God. You know, if Christ was living, I don't know what you would have done to him. By God's grace, I come from a rich family and my husband is quite well off. Otherwise, you would have finished off Christ, who was just a carpenter's son. After all, if I have to travel, it's better that you pay for your salvation. But still, that is also paid by my husband. And sometimes he jokes also that all the gurus are making big money and here is one guru who is giving her own money to others. You see, this is not a fact. But somebody, supposing, gives something to me, say, precious. The other day, one lady gave me a diamond. I don't take it. I said, sell it, and whatever is the money, all this money should be donated for the work of Sahaja Yoga. Now the work of Sahaja Yoga is that we have to buy ashrams. For people to live, we have got a very nice school in Melbourne. Actually in Adelaide we have done nothing. Here the people have been not so constructive. But in Melbourne we have got a beautiful school where the government has certified that the school is so beautiful and the children are what they are claiming. So beautiful. And such a private school doesn't exist in Australia. That's how they have certified the school. It's a primary school run by Sahaja Yogis. The Sahaja Yogis also have to sacrifice a little bit because the private school fees is quite a lot and everybody cannot afford to pay. And they were amazed at the children that they are. Now, if you want to make false allegations, what can anybody do? But I can prove it, that this money, she's saying, somebody I took 10,000, you see, it is very difficult to give me anything, very difficult. You try. Even my husband finds it difficult to give me anything. That's not my nature to take, all right? You see, this is the main thing. A person who takes money will not shout at the top of her voice all the time that you cannot pay for God, openly, isn't it? This is the first time we have people here like this, and this lady, I must tell you, had a problem. A very funny problem, which I don't want to talk to you, and because of that problem, we had to ask her to go. Come here, I'll tell you. I'll come here, I'll tell you. If you come here, I'll tell you. Why do you want to know her problem? I'll tell her, not you. Who are you to ask me? I'm not going to tell you. Let her come and see me, I'll tell her. I'm not going to tell you. Otherwise, why did we throw? Now, there's one person, I'll tell you, as he said it, this gentleman has said it correctly, that there may be somebody who did it. You see, there was one person, I don't know if he did the same, he was the same here, but somebody who was a man, who was not a woman, and very, very dominating. We threw him out. He is in Australia. We threw out 3 men and few women. We had to, because we are not supposed to dominate, you see, in a place where we have to think of God and of peace. We cannot have people who believe in dominating. We cannot have people who try to assert on anyone. Now the question of this, her husband being sick, you see, this Melissa, they haven't come, both of them haven't come, because I know the mistake was theirs. I had told them not to sit in the sun too much and not to drink too much of orange juice. But the orange juice is such an attractive thing, you see, I did think they could not control. And he developed this diarrhea. We have 3 doctors always on the tour. Always we have 3 doctors on the tour who look after them. They are there, free, they look after them. Now we were in a very far off village when this fellow got this. Still he was brought, they said we'll take her to the hospital, she wouldn't agree. She wouldn't agree. She is such a neglecting wife that Indian women were surprised. How could she neglect her husband like that? It's all right, he'll be all right. She was postponing. And it was our doctors who took him there. I mean, they were admitted because of us, because in India, a foreigner cannot be admitted unless until you have a doctor's certificate. You know, in India, they are very particular about foreigners admitted. And that's how they admitted. Now, there's another thing I'll tell you how the bona fides can be established of Sahaja Yoga. Sahaja Yoga also in India very much respected. Any foreigner who goes to India has to have a clean chit from a doctor, except for Sahaja Yogis. In Delhi, you see, this is the trouble is, in Bombay, in Delhi, we are doing so much, but here it's so difficult. And also, I say Rome is very good, Austria is good, and Australia partly is very good, but partly quite funny. Now, I'll tell you one thing. In Delhi, they are having a proper investigation made for cancer, for liver, and for asthma. How Sahaja Yoga can cure. They have already made, the Dean of Faculty of Physiology, you can write to him, Mr. Rai of Delhi University, has already submitted a paper about Sahaja Yoga saying that Sahaja Yoga has a much better resistance than other people have. Has proved it. And it is being accepted and published by the government. You can write to him and find out. You see, this is the trouble. Here no officers come, such people come in who are good for nothing. They trouble us, do this, do that, all kinds of things, such problems, you get fed up with them. You see, you are here to get your realization, to get well, to be all right, to be good, healthy people, to enjoy yourself, to have a good married life, and to have sweet children. That's why we are in Sahaja Yoga, not to fight and claim things. I mean, this is a falsehood, complete falsehood, that somebody gave me 10,000 rupees. It's a complete falsehood. Why didn't she tell me the name and the address of the person? It's an impossible. I cannot take a single person. Why should I? What is the need for me to take? If you get Melissa's husband, Paul, he'll tell you. He knows. He never came here. Why didn't he come? The one who was sick. He never came. Melissa never came. These people are just putting up something. Some people are never in the Sahaja Yoga. Only this lady was. And she was troublesome. She gave us trouble. Are we not free to ask somebody to go out of Sahaja Yoga if you give us trouble? Still we should stick on to them. And jewellery and all that. What jewellery you can give? I have so much jewellery. You see, sometimes these people give me some sort of a jewellery, which is auctioned sometimes, and given money to Sahaja Yoga. I don't take anything. Why should I take? I have so much jewellery, I don't know what to do with it. Actually, I am giving away almost of my jewellery, silver to these people. It's all nonsense. So, my brother is here, who is the judge of High Court, Bombay High Court. He is sitting here and watching you people. Is this the way to behave? Very childish, very childish. Despite that, you get your realization. I must say, you people must be great in your last lives. How many mistakes people have committed here, how much we have tried to sort of harm ourselves, but you get your realization. That's the beauty of the whole thing. There must be something about you that you get your realization. But those who don't get, start fighting. Now, how can we give it? There's no force. We cannot say, all right, now supposing there's one seed which doesn't sprout, say, all right? Then she says, no, I must sprout. Why don't I sprout? Can you do that? It's a living process, isn't it? And we don't tell problems of one person to another. There are problems, serious problems, very, very serious problems. People have, we don't tell, because it's not proper. We know because we know their centers, and that's how we know what problems there are. I mean, we are definitely cured people, no doubt about it, and you all can be cured and you can enjoy your health. We have with us one psychiatrist here, who is a first class first of, say, Cambridge, and first class first. We have a psychiatrist. You see, these are very mediocre people. We have people here who are very highly qualified, who are traveling with me. Absolutely mediocre people, nothing to do, living on doles and behaving like this. This dole business should vanish from this country. I tell you, half of your problems will be solved. Let them get to some work. Let them know their value. That's the problem. Because of this dole business, you see, there's no self-respect. They don't understand that they must get their self-realization. It is very surprising that all the television and all that came here just for the people to shout, and then they are not interested. Is this the way to encourage these people? Nothing good about them. What is so special? What good has she done? What is her importance? She's still talking. Now please stop, madam. What's she saying? What's she saying?
Saying you lost your balance.
Huh?
She's saying you've lost your balance and you've spent so much time on Jenny when you should have been talking about knowledge.
What to do? You are not in balance. I have to stoop down to yours.
No, she's saying you are out of balance because you have spent all this time on Jenny when you should have spent time on realization.
You see, she's the same person who tried. I am quite in balance, but I have to stoop down to your levels to pull you out. I am quite in balance. All right. Now listen, don't tell me stories. Will you please stop that? You are not interested. No, you are not. You are not the one. Yeah.
Could I just say something?
All right.
I would like to say that Sri Mataji has given me so much in my life, so much peace and happiness, that I would just like you all to ask these two people here, those two people there, and maybe these two, if you can't keep quiet, I don't know. But could you just please go now and let us have the meeting to give these other people a chance to get what I've had? Please go now. Please ask me.
Oh God. Now, will you please ask her to go now? Please. Now, this is the. Will you please ask the. So much time she has taken, I can't help it. I was just in time for you. Stevens, please ask the policeman to take her out. Well, she's talking too much. I mean, she doesn't understand anything.
I think the best thing will be just to talk about Sahaja Yoga and
All right.
realization.
So those who are interested in Sahaja Yoga should stay, the rest can go away. You see, it doesn't matter how many people get it. The thing is, as I have told you, only those who deserve it will get it. Everybody doesn't get it. Doesn't matter. Whatever has happened, I'm sure you all will get your realization. I'm sure of it. It doesn't matter. Because it's the quality that matters. This is the quality. Now, there are people who are anxious to get realization. Don't hurt her, huh? Tila rupunaka, don't hurt her. What a relief. All right. But don't hurt her, just let it be. Only thing, you can't crucify me. All right, it doesn't matter. Take it easy. That's life. Now, as I was telling you, now if you go to any extremes, you break your connection with the whole. And as you break your connection with the whole, all these centers which are supplying horizontally to our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual being get cut or get exhausted or augmented, as they call it in medical terminology. So the central part is the parasympathetic nervous system, which doctors have not reached. Now, through this Kundalini, which is there, which is 3.5 coiled, when it rises, it pierces through 6 centers, pierces through your fontanelle bone area, and when it pierces through your fontanelle area, you get your self-realization. As simple as that. This is your mother, individual mother, because she gives you birth, a second birth. And she doesn't trouble you, she doesn't give you any problems, she takes up all problems upon herself. She tries, but I have seen in some people, the Kundalini is very badly hurt, wounded, just all the time like a bleeding serpent, you can say. It's just moving up and down helplessly, trying to rise. It rises and falls down in some people. And it is such a sad thing that it works out in days together, when the person cooperates to keep the Kundalini up there. But most of the people get it, and with little practice, about a year or so, at the most, they become masters. But within 1 month, they know everything about Sahaja Yoga and they know how to do it. In fact, you become your own master. You don't have to have any guru, you don't have to have any master. For this, you don't have to pay a single paisa. You don't have to do anything of the kind, it just works out automatically, and you can give realizations to others once you get it, when you become the master. But that is a quality which one has to achieve. If you achieve that quality, then only you can do it, otherwise you cannot do it. By talking about spirit, by talking about God, you do not achieve it. It is a living process of evolution. As we have become human beings, we become that higher being. This is the seeking today, and that's what people are seeking. They are not seeking something which has been said or done, but they want that beyond this what? And beyond this is the spirit. But as I told you, the people who are not of that quality do not get it. But for that, you cannot blame anyone, you cannot blame yourself, and you should not feel guilty about it either. But you must know that everybody, if he tries, can achieve it. Some people might get it today, some people might get it tomorrow. Doesn't matter. If you work it out, it is very easy to get your self-realization in modern times. Now, as in our country, we had search in the subtler side of our life towards the roots. We have definitely found out so many things, so many poets, so many saints have written. Say, in the 16th century, there was a great poet called Tukarama. He has described it very clearly. And then in the 6th century, we had Adi Shankaracharya who has described it. But later on, I would say it was Guru Nanaka and Kabira who have described Kundalini in their scriptures. The main point is that in India also people got diverted. They were told that you should not read this, the 6th chapter of the Ganeshwara, because it talked about Kundalini, because they did not want to do it, they did not know it, they had no authority, like a priest class they were. In the same way, in every religion, I think, nobody tried to find out how to get self-realization. That was the problem, and because of that, people have suffered. There have been many great people who have been self-realized, even we can say like Michelangelo was a realized soul. Now, if I say that, you can say, how can you say, Mother? You can ask me a question. Mother, how can you say that Michelangelo was or Mozart was? He was. Because when you put your attention to him and put hands like this, you start getting cool vibrations in your hands. That's how you can find out who was a realized soul, who was not a realized soul. So the truth you know through your hands, not through your rationality, through your understanding, but you know what is right and what is wrong through your hands. Now these are 5 centers as shown there clearly. You can see on the hands. Here, hand is not shown, I think, in this one. All right. These are the 5 centers. This is the 6th and this is the 7th. This is on the left-hand side is the emotional side, and right-hand side is the physical and the intelligence. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the 7 centers. Now, if somebody has a problem on any center, you start feeling either a numbness or a coolness or a kind of a burning. Sometimes even a little blister sort of thing comes in. Then you should know that person has a problem of this center. Now, if you know the decoding of this finger, what does it mean and how this is caused, you can correct it. If you can correct it, that person feels all right, you feel all right, and you have all the powers to cure that person, cure yourself, and be one with the divine force. It is the all-pervading power of God everywhere, they call it. But we have never felt it. We have never felt the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. Now, this is the first time we feel the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. First time we feel. We become sensitive to it and we start feeling it. But those people who are conditioned, who are running after other things, who are members of this and members of that and members, all their lives they finish as members of this and members of that. They do not get anything out of it and they do not know what is their meaning. First time you discover your meaning when you become the spirit. Unless and until you become the spirit, you will not know your meaning. as I told today to the radio lady, that it's like an instrument. Unless and until it is connected to the mains, it is useless. In the same way, unless and until we are connected to the mains, we are no good. We are not happy. We are not satisfied. Now this Trikonakara asti, what we call as the sacrum bone, has that power, which is the pure desire within us. The pure desire. The pure desire is only one. The rest of the desires are impure. The pure desire is to rise and get to the divine power. Once you get that, it's like a light coming into a lamp. Then what does the lamp do? Is to give realization to others. It starts giving lots of realization to others and starts giving all the... They are only interested in the quarrel part of it. This is the best thing. I mean, just imagine. Otherwise they would not come. It's such an important thing. Such an important thing. But they are only interested in the quarrel. If somebody they are going to quarrel, they'll all line up. It's not a very good thing, you know. They must understand the importance of the time. It's the most important time. This is the judgment time. Here you are going to get the power to judge yourself and judge others. And if you do not develop that within you, you are lost. So it is important for all of you to feel your spirit. Now I can go on talking like this for a long time, but I would like you to get your realization. And by God's grace, I am sure it will work out. Now those who want to have their realization should stay. Those who do not want, please go away. You cannot force on anyone. You have to ask for it. I cannot force on anyone. You see, it's something one should understand. It's a living process. You become absolutely normal, first of all. Normalcy means that you do not feel guilty about anything. You be pleasant to yourself. You should be pleasantly placed towards yourself. You should be in a happy mood and should not think that you have done this mistake, that mistake, and committed this crime, that crime. It is you who is going to judge yourself. It's not me, it's you who is going to judge. Afterwards, when you have got realization. It's like this. If supposing I have a snake in my hand, all right, and somebody tells me there's a snake in your hand, and there's darkness, in my ego I might say, no, I don't believe. I'm going to hold on to it. But then somebody says that put on the light. And the lights are on, you see the snake, you just drop it. It's like that. So the knowledge is the truth, and truth is the knowledge, and everything is the love of God and compassion. There is no place for hatred and anger in Sahaja Yoga. Now I think we have had too much of question and answering. Let us have our realization. Some people can come forward, would be a better idea. You can move forward if some people want to come forward. No. Here. Now be peaceful with yourself. First of all, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. That's very important. And be confident that you are all capable of getting realization. Do not blame yourself for anything. Whatever you have done is forgiven. Absolutely. So do not blame yourself. You have to have a complete faith in yourself. That's very important. All right. No. As I said, the left hand is a desire. So you please put your left hand on your lap. It would be nice if you can take out our shoes also to get the help from the Mother Earth, because she sucks in most of our problems very easily. It takes only 5 to 7 minutes, but only thing is one should intensely ask for it and want it. Please put your left hand towards me. Now, with the right hand, we do the action. Now, I'll tell you how you will have to raise your own Kundalini. All right? You will know how to raise your own Kundalini. And that's how you can practice at home also. Now, this left hand is towards me. That is that you want your realization. Now, right hand is first put on the heart, where resides the spirit. Now, this right hand is taken down again on the center here, which is the center, as we call it, the Swadhisthana, which is the center which does all the, this is on the upper part of it, there is the center of the principle of mastery or guidance. Below that, on the stomach, on the lower side of the abdomen, you have, in the lower side of the abdomen on the left hand side, you have a center which is very, very important, which is of Swadhisthana, which works out all the processes of divine love or all the techniques of divine love. So, then you go back again on the upper part of your stomach, on the left hand side again. The whole thing is working on left hand side. Then put your right hand on the heart. Then please put your right hand in the neck, on the neck, and turn your head like this, between the corner of the neck and the shoulder. Now, take your right hand on top of your head and press it hard on both the sides. Now, take your hand on the back side and put your head on the back side and press it hard on the back side. Now, the same hand now has to go on top of your head and has to be stretched like this on top of your head and press it hard, the scalp, 7 times. That's all you have to do. Now you have to close your eyes. So here we go, start our process of Kundalini awakening. But to begin with, I have to tell you again that you have to be in a very pleasant mood and you have to forgive yourself and you are not to feel guilty at all. That's the first condition. For anything, you have taken drugs, all right, finished. If you are alcoholic, finished, doesn't matter. Anything you have done, finished, that's past. At this time, it does not matter. At this time, it does not matter. Just forgive yourself. Now close your eyes, put both the legs parallel to each other. Now, take the right hand to your heart. On the heart, put this hand properly, and here resides the spirit. So please ask me a question in your heart, very intensely, very important question. You can call me Shri Mataji or you can call me Mother. Mother, am I the spirit? Ask this question 3 times. Now, take this hand in the upper part of your abdomen on the left hand side and press it This is the center of your mastery. So the second question comes in. As you are the spirit, you are your master too. Now ask me again 3 times with full confidence, Mother, am I my own master? Now, take down your right hand in the lower part of your abdomen, on the left hand side. Here, you have to ask 6 times, because this center has got 6 petals. Here, you have to ask, because I cannot force on you. So, please ask me, Mother, may I have the pure knowledge? This is the knowledge of the technique. Mother, may I have the pure knowledge? Just press it hard. Hmm. 6 times. With this, the Kundalini starts moving upward now. Now, at this time, you have to cooperate with your Kundalini. Sit straight, put your both the legs apart from each other. Now be careful. Take your right hand on the upper part of your abdomen on the left hand side and press it hard. Now, here with full confidence you have to say, Mother, I am my own master. Say it with full confidence. Please say it. Mother, I am my own master. Now, raise your right hand. This is to be said 10 times. Press it hard. Say it 10 times first. Now, raise your right hand to your heart. Here again, with full confidence, you have to say 12 times the most important thing and the only truth, that is, Mother, I am the Spirit. Please say it 10 times with all confidence in yourself. Mother, I am the Spirit. Please keep your eyes shut. Don't keep them open. Just keep them closed. Mother, I am the Spirit. Till I tell you, keep your eyes shut. Mother, I am the Spirit. Now, raise your, this you have to say 12 times properly. Now, raise your right hand on to your neck in the corner that is formed by your neck and your shoulder, and turn your face towards the right. Turn your head towards the right. Press it hard. Here is the center which is always blocked when we feel guilty. God is the ocean of love and grace, but He, above all, He is the ocean of forgiveness. So please say 16 times here, Mother, I am not guilty. Please say 16 times, and if you still feel, you can say it 108 times to punish yourself. 16 times. Mother, I am not guilty at all, with full confidence. Now, take your hand on your forehead across and press it hard. Now, here you have to say, Mother, I forgive everyone. Now, some of you all the time say that it's very difficult, Mother, to forgive. But whether you forgive or do not forgive, it's a myth. You do not do anything in both the cases. But when you say, I forgive, you do not play into wrong hands. So just say, Mother, I forgive everyone. Put back your hand. You have to say it from your heart. Now put back your hand on the back side of your head and allow your head to rest on it. Here, just for your satisfaction, you can say, O Divine, if I have done any mistakes, please forgive me. Just for your satisfaction. Don't start counting your mistakes, please. Push back your head from your heart. How many times is not the point. Push back your head well. Keep your eyes shut. Terrible heat. Now, take your hand on top of your head. Open it out fully. Press only your palm in the center on the fontanelle bone area. That is the soft bone which you had in your childhood. Press it hard. Press the scalp and make it move 7 times. Please keep your eyes shut. Press it hard. Now take down your hand. Open your eyes slowly. Put your right hand towards me. Like this. Like this. Right hand. Like this. Right hand. Like this. And with the left hand, you see on top of your head. You can bend your head a little and see for yourself if there's a cool breeze coming out of your head. Bend it. Bend your head. Bend. And it could be little, some people get it here. Now, change the hand. Left hand towards me, with the right hand you see. Now, bend your head and see for yourself. Again change once more. Right hand towards me and see with the left hand. Now, raise your hand up in the air and just ask a question in your heart. Is this the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost? Is this the Brahma Chaitanya? Is this the love of God that we are feeling as cool breeze? Ask any question 3 times in your heart. Put your head up towards sky. Now, take down your hands. Just see for yourself. Watch me without thinking. You can do it. You were supporting a wrong person. I knew this would. Doesn't matter, you'll get it later. So divine is very, judges you very much. All right, Tanda. School is coming in your hands. Great. Now, those who are getting cool in their hands or on top of their heads, please raise both the hands. Those who are getting, both the hands. Those who are getting cool breeze, both the hands. Those who are getting cool breeze on their head or in their hands, please raise both the hands. Good. Put it up, don't doubt. If you are feeling it, doesn't matter. See how many have got it. See how many have got it. All right, put them down. Despite all the trouble, सरदार जी आपको नहीं हुआ क्या? हाँ? अरे भाई पार उतर गए संत जनारे, क्या मतलब आपको क्यों नहीं हुआ? चलो हाथ करो मेरी तरफ. हुआ नहीं? आया नहीं ठंडक हाथ सर में? आ गई ना? देव गॉट इट. अरे सरदार जी लोगों का ही तो काम कर रहे हैं, नानक साहब का ही तो काम कर रहे हैं, उन्होंने तो कहा है ना बात? They know this very well. May God bless you. Now what is to be done, how to maintain it, and how to keep it up, and how to master it is the point. You must master it. Some people haven't felt it, I know, some people haven't felt. Doesn't matter. You were opening your eyes, closing your eyes, you see, that's not the way. Little intensely you should do. All right? Doesn't matter. Those who haven't got it should not worry. Those who have got it are very good. They should, all of them, can come to a program. They are having what they call a workshop, where individually they'll attend to it. You don't have to pay any money whatsoever. That's a fact. You don't have to pay any money whatsoever. And there could be 1 or 2 persons, as Christ has said, beware of the murmuring souls. But here people are over-conscious of them, I think. So, it has done good to so many and will do good to so many of you. What it does to you, first of all, that you feel extremely peaceful. Extremely peaceful. And then you develop this thoughtless awareness. You didn't feel, sir? You didn't feel? You? No? It was surprising. I thought you will get it, because you are so much there. What about you? You too didn't feel? You did feel it. He's absolutely gone into that. It's good. It's very enjoyable. You'll sleep very well tonight. And then you come and see for yourself what powers you have, what glory you have, what peace you have. We talk of peace, 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 peace. It's not outside. Peace has to be within. When the people will have peace within, then they'll be peaceful. And there can be, some people who take time. So it doesn't matter, little time. But one should work it out assiduously and with humility. One should not aggress for that. By aggressing you don't get it, isn't it? It has to work out, is the point. There might be something wrong with you, or which can be corrected very easily. So may God bless you. Despite the whole thing, I'm thankful that you all came and you got your realization, and how I hope next time we won't have this problem in Adelaide. एक इनको realization, this gentleman, I think he should get it in no time. this gentleman here. Can you see that? Now see, he can give realization. These Saj Yogis can give you realization. You can get out. I mean, some people who haven't got it can get out and they can give realization. Now they have got the light, they can give realization. You can give realization. All right? Please, if you don't mind, if you can just go there. Anybody else who wants realization, hasn't got it, should come on this side and they'll work it out for you. Anybody who has not felt it. There's nothing to feel funny about it. Some people might not have got it. Is she all right? She's got it? This lady? You got the realization? I'm happy. This one? This lady here? Did you feel the realization? Ah, good. Very good. What about you? No? No, just see her. She's not sure. Can you help her there? इनको जरा देखिए दोनों को. These two persons are here. Let's see them. In any case, I would like to shake hands with you. Sir, forget it. Last time there were these born again. They brought Bible to hit me. Can you believe it? You see, I am against feminist movement. That's why they are angry. Has she got? Huh? Just try on her.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, he did. He worked on it. She wasn't sure whether it was the
No. There isn't anything. She doubt it. खूब जोरों से आ रहा है. She's got it very well. You should bring your children. You should have brought them. Children are the best. They get it very fast. Now, this gentleman, hello, what's your name? Give him realization. Just come along. You must give him. He was supporting a wrong case, that's why. Just laugh it out. It's now joy and joy and joy. So Adelaide has some great seekers also, I must say. Some very great seekers here.
These three on the end here are from Raja
Huh?
Yoga.
Huh?
The three on the end here are from Raja Yoga. They were hoping they could have a word with you.
Doesn't work.
No, they hadn't tried.
They're right-sided, very right-sided, you see. They're like nuns. Don't try.
I don't know whether they want to or not. They were wondering if they could speak to you.
They can't get it. They're all on the right side. Raj Yoga doesn't work out.
There's also the television is still
Huh?
hanging. The television is still hanging around outside. I think they might want to speak to you. Do you want to speak to them?
For I'm really surprised at the television wasting their time with this nonsense. Why don't they see these things and televise it and let people get it? You see, on the television people can get realization. Yes. Hello. Thank you. Beautiful. They have like this. See. So I should go and talk to them. Adelaide has the minimum number of people, but very serious people. That's something great about Adelaide. Very nice people, you see. And I think in the foundation you need some serious people also. Then later on it will grow.
Just see which way they're going to go out, Nana.
I would. Huh? What are you doing? You're Raj Yogis?
We are Brahma Kumaris.
Oh God.
Raja Yoga. Welcome to Adelaide.
Thank you. So what is it? Want to get your realization or not?
We have realization.
No, you haven't. You haven't got it, I tell you. You have to feel the cool breeze in the heart.
Feel the love in the heart.
Huh?
Feel the love in the heart.
You pardon?
Feel the love in the heart.
Who is the?
The love in the heart.
Pyar.
Pyar kya?
In heart.
Is in the heart.
Yes.
But it's in the heart. But everybody says that. Saying is not the point. It has to work. Love
That's
must
right, you
work.
have to
Must act.
experience.
Must act.
Must experience.
Yes, and act. You see, unless and until you are connected with that divine love, you cannot act. It acts. Sitting down here, you can act with that. You see, this is the thing is, just believing that we have love doesn't work. You must act.
We must experience it.
What?
We must experience.
Experience. That's the point I was saying. You see, and that's what it is. Now, we don't have any things of, and the experience is of the, as described by Adi Shankaracharya. See, Adi Shankaracharya has described it Salilam, is the cool breeze in that. It's all described in our Puranas and all that. But in the Brahma Kumari sect, I don't think they tell you all about
Now,
it.
have you been served by Brahma Kumaris?
Yes, I've
In
heard.
where?
I've heard. But I
In London.
In London.
see, I know, but it doesn't work out, I think. You have to have simple self-realization first. That's very important. It's very right-sided.
Yeah.
Brahma Kumari is right-sided, according to us.
Do you think so? What is that?
Let's say more on the right side is
Intellect.
it's more intellect and things like that. And it has to come to the center. It has to come to the center. I've met many people who are Brahma Kumaris, but somehow I feel that they should try to understand also that it's all for one thing, is to become self-realized.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's important. And that you must get.
Self-realization.
Connection with Supreme
And
Soul.
But that is not what you think. It's not that. It's the thing that you get. And on your central nervous, you must know. You must get it on your central nervous system. See now, your faces are very red. These Vishuddhis are not all right. The center is not all right. Faces are very red for normal. You have to be very normal people. Extremely normal. In normal life, you have to be like Christ lived, like anybody lived. There's no abnormality needed at all. To be
What
absolutely
about,
normal.
what do you mean just normal, like worldly people?
Huh?
You mean like worldly people?
Worldly people. We should be like worldly people. Actually, you see, we have no place for sannyasa in Sahaja Yoga.
No.
We don't
The
believe in
Brahma Kumaris
sannyasa.
is not sannyas.
Huh?
Brahma Kumaris is family path.
Is what?
Brahma Kumaris is family path.
Yes.
Family path.
Yes. But the difference is that we believe in the experience of the realization and manifestation of it. That we should be able to raise the Kundalini. If you can raise the Kundalini, you can give realization, and you are master of that, then you are a Sahaja Yogi.
Yes.
That's the point.
Om Shanti.
Okay.
May God
Om
think it
Shanti.
over. Give it a thought, all right? Think it over. Think it over. May
Om
God
Shanti.
bless you.
Have a good visit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sri Mother, the ABC lady is the only one who's sensible out of all of those crazy people, and she would like to come back to the house in a very quiet atmosphere and talk with you.
ABC.
Yes.
Who's that?
They're from the 7:30 report. It's called.
Yes, yes.
They
The
didn't
other
know
rest have
anything-
gone?
They've all gone. There's some waiting out the front talking to people as they're going out, but we've arranged for you to leave by this door
First
here.
send the Sahaja Yogis and tell them we've got the realization.
Yeah.
Pretending.
Okay.
You first send the Sahaja. हो गया तू? ऊपर ठंडा आया कि नहीं? आ गया? अच्छा। कुछ आवाज़ है। हाँ। क्या नाम तुम्हारा? खुश रहो, खुश रहो।
मेरा नाम अमर है।
हाँ।
अमरजीत। मैं नहीं हूँ साझा योगी में।
अच्छा?
अभी बढ़ती हुई हूँ।
अभी आए हैं।
हाँ, तो बहुत तरस रही थी आपको देखने को। घर जाऊंगी फिर बात करेंगे।
हाँ जरूर इन लोगों से मिलना यहाँ आना। अच्छा तुम्हारा फादर मदर कहाँ है?
फादर मदर सब सिंगापुर में है। मैं अकेली हूँ।
कैसे?
हाँ, पति है साथ, लेकिन वो साझा योगी में नहीं है।
सो चलो डजंट मैटर हो जाएगा एक। अच्छा खुश रहो। my God.
Robert's mother,
Ah,
Nemala's mother-in-law.
I know. You know what
Yes.
has happened with this serious thing, this Nirmala, I don't know, with this woman, you would blame her for this.
Oh,
She's the
yes.
one, she's just brainwashed Nirmala. I've got a letter from her, I've got a thing from her.
What's
She
gonna
brainwashed her, and the brainwashing made Nirmala so dominating, that Robert got into trouble. He has a very bad pneumonia. When he came in the ashram, I had such a bad right heart. Yet I was quite worried. And I said, "Who's that?" He said, "Robert." I said, "Robert? How did he get such a horrible thing?" Then I realized he had this pneumonia.
Yes.
I think Nirmala, I have to send her to Rome to get all right. I said, "What's this? Why did you learn this dominating stuff? Why were you dominating? It's very wrong." I think she would have ruined his life, and that's the letter she has given.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
How do you do, madam? How did you do?
She's come from Sydney to see you.
Oh, I see. So
I
sweet.
have seen you in Sydney.
How are you?
She was going to the Chatswood Ashram soon.
Ah, good, thank you. See, look at these 1 or 2 persons here and they're just trying to trouble me. Doesn't matter, it's all right. But people got to realize this.
Sorry for all the incomes.
It's all right. It's all right. After a mother has to face all this, isn't it? Yes. Yes, come on.
I come all the way from Iceland.
Really, imagine from Iceland you come. Oh my God. All the way from Iceland. I have to go to Iceland also sometime. We have some friends in Iceland. There are only 2,000 families and I've forgotten their names.
Difficult names there.
Huh?
I've been about difficult names in Iceland, I think. I'm sorry you had such an awful audience there.
No, it's all right. Sometimes. It's all right.
It was so frustrating because we wanted to hear you.
Yes, I know. I think you better come and tell these people here outside. These television people should understand. They give so much importance to them. That's why they talk. See, they are not
Yes,
truly.
there's just sort of there's an audience there, people speaking out.
I just don't
There's
know.
someone there, captivating.
It's a very sad thing, isn't it?
Yes.
To give importance to wrong type of people.
Yes.
And she told all lies. It was all lies. I mean, I never take money. What's the question of taking money at all?
Very sad.
And somebody might give a jewelry or something. I just auction it out and I never touch anything. What is the need? I mean, I'm the one who's telling not to take any money.
Well, I'm sure nobody here anyway would believe
Would
that.
believe it. They just come for interrupting.
I don't know. Why shouldn't they seek themselves? What happened to you, my child?
I
You know,
just came to say hello to you.
why you didn't get it?
Sorry?
You didn't get your realization?
Oh well.
I'll tell you what has happened. You didn't forgive. You should
Sorry?
forgive everyone.
Yeah, we do. We have to.
Huh?
It's the only way. You've got to forgive, everybody.
You couldn't forgive them.
You have to, yeah. You forgive them too.
All right, forgive
Because
everyone.
even though they were out doing things wrong, they was something there,
No,
That's-
no, just forgive yourself and I'll work it out. You just forgive. Don't say all that. Don't say anything to yourself. Just forgive yourself. Just forgive. What Christ has told you on the cross, He said, He forgave. He forgave, and we have to forgive. All right? Now, let's start it.
Sorry?
It's
I
working?
forgive.
Is it believing? Is it going now? Are you
Do
feeling
it
the full
again. Do
breeze?
it again.
All right. Now, let's see. Is it? Now, see. Just see, he's got realization. Forgive from your heart. Forgive yourself first of all. Forgive. Now, forgive everyone. Forgive. Now, got it?
Yeah, okay. God bless you.
If I might ask you, I have been electrocuted. I have been electrocuted.
What is
She was struck by lightning, Srimati.
No,
What?
electricity.
Electric-
I lost my memories, everything. And in the ashram in Burwood, they tell me that I can feel very high. I have very, very strong vibration, but I can't feel it on the hands or
Om Sakshat Shivaya, Sakshat Shivaya, Sakshat Shivaya. Om Sakshat Shivaya, Sakshat Shivaya. Aham Sakshat Vishnu Aham Sakshat Vishnu Aham Sakshat Aham Sakshat Vishnu 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 Aham Sakshat Vishnu. Now, let's see. Feeling it? Not yet? This hand. With the hands. Little bit. Start. You have to work on the photograph, all right? Yes. This thing, you have to work it out. Just forgive. Forgive. Yeah, forgive. Hello. Yeah, got it. I know, I can see that. We got that. Nice, nice. I came for you people, really. All right, come and see them, all right? You come from where? From Fiji?
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka? Acha. I got all of you, got realization. Happy you are here. We
My
got
sister,
this.
you must know in England.
Who?
Uma Nadaraja.
Uma?
Nadaraja.
So what is the surname?
Uma Kumari, Nadaraja, both.
Ah, she's your sister. Oh, nice meeting you, really. Ah, I know. He's a Veena player. Oh, I know her very well. Oh, she wrote to us. Very good. He's got his realization very well. He's going to enjoy it. Now? Better. Started now. Started, yeah. That's the mantra I have to say, Vishnu Mayas and Vishnu Mantra, all right? Started. Now, how are you?
May God bless you.
Got it. Huh?
I don't know, I'd say.
Yeah, you have, I know. Sit down. Can you? Just sit. No doubt. It's there. Not to doubt.
I don't know whether I try too hard sometimes.
Huh?
I don't know whether I try too hard sometimes.
You should not try. Try. Just leave it. Just don't try. You cannot try. Just leave it. Now just say. All right? That's it. You shouldn't try. It's a spontaneous thing. You cannot try. All right? Let me see. You got it?
I got it.
You got it. Really got it. She's got it in a big way. Yeah?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, found out. Now laugh. It's so simple.
I know.
It's so simple, isn't it?
Yes.
So simple, my children.
Yes.
Now enjoy yourself. Enjoy is the point.
Thank you.
Good. God bless. After all, the whole thing, it's all got finished. Now you got it. So good, so beautiful. You want to take photograph, all right? God bless you. So, now, what's the matter?
I was reading about you when you arrived in Adelaide. I was
Really?
just reading about you, yes.
Cindy,
Presto, you were in Adelaide.
it just was spontaneously, isn't it?
It was. I think my Kundalini, it was partly raised, and I think it's been driving me a bit mad. Same with my husband.
Oh, really? Who did that?
Patrick Desplace.
Oh, Baba. They shouldn't do like that. They have no authority. They're wrong. They're doing you completely.
Sorry?
They can't do it. You must have an authority to do it. These people. Who is this Patrick?
He's a spiritual healer.
Oh, wow.
Sorry?
It's not good. It's very bad. Gustav? Just call. Don't go to these people. Horrible. They take money for that. You've done the thing. So we got very nice people later on, and so many of them got realization. The lady has gone now. She was making all false allegations. I've never heard about these. Amen. इसको देखो जरा इसको wrong कुंडलिनी की somebody some faith healer has done. All right, good. Hello.
These ladies got their
What a
realization
smile.
a year ago.
I see.
They came to the ashram nearly 1 year ago and got their realization. And
Now
come
it's
to see you.
confirmed. All right?
Yes.
God bless.
Thank you. Well, I just want to say hello and welcome to Adelaide. And it's nice meeting you.
It's all right. It's a joke.
Yes.
I mean, and all falsehood. The main thing is all falsehood. So I didn't know whether to laugh or to say something. But it's a fact. You see, when something goes wrong or somebody frustrated, they try to behave like that. It's the wrong thing. See, you should try to be more peaceful and see for yourself, and not to just get into problems, isn't it? Because she could not say anything to us. I mean, what was wrong with us? I mean, there's nothing with us. You see. Maybe somebody might have dominated her. I can't say that. But that doesn't mean that the whole of Sahaja Yoga is like that, isn't it? Maybe. Some people can dominate you, it's all right.
It's a cup of tea.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
See you Friday.
And the smile is the most beautiful thing that I want to see.
Thank you.
All right. So, you got it, despite all the problems.
Yeah, you got through all
Don't
right.
you worry.
Thank you.
Don't you worry. May God
Accept your teachings or your philosophies more than other countries?
That's true. For example, Austria, where
No, just for the
Austria is very good. Austria, England, and I would say the best is Italy. Best is Italy. And then the second best would be Australia, I would say. I don't know how to compare. But so many countries like that. But in India, of course, they know what it is. So I have thousands and thousands of people.
Well, it would make sense given that India has so many people that are in need of some sort of hope, that you would have a big influence on them. Is that the way that you see it, that you have a very, very large population, a lot of people looking for hope?
Yes. Apart from that, you see, then once you get realization, you see, this problem of population is solved. You see, and a person becomes very dynamic. They become very creative. They start doing dynamic work. They improve financially. All of them have improved financially. Everyone. So it's a thing of a energy that is within us, which we have not yet used, which comes into use, and we become dynamic.
You're a very happy soul.
That's what sometimes they don't like to see me very happy because they think I'm ignorant. But why I'm happy, I'll tell you. I have great hopes. I'm sure this world is going to be a beautiful place. That's why I'm so happy.
Sorry, you're very...
I'm happy because I know now that world is going to be a very, very happy place for all of us to live very happy.
But you do say there are a lot of useless people in the world. What do you do with those useless people?
I don't know what to do with them because there's no room even in the hell. You see, I don't know where will they go. They might hang in the limbo or something like that, you can say. But why don't they see what is their use? Why have they come on this earth? See, but
That's the key.
they don't want to think. They might. You see, some people take after the multitudes. So maybe if there are many people who are realized souls, then they
You want to copy that letter? Yep.
Can I just,
I'll just get a copy of it.
can we just have a very short interview with you, if
Yeah.
okay?
Yes, please.
Just beware of the shadow, okay?
I'll crouch right down.
Yes. I can hold it if you like.
Oh no, it's
It's
all
all
right.
right.
Okay.
Okay. Holly, Mother, how did you feel about tonight's meeting? Was it to your satisfaction?
No, I'm all right. You see, this doesn't stop me from giving realization. Most of them got realization tonight. But you see, this shows that people can go very low sometimes. You know, doors of Sahaja Yoga are open to everyone, even to a convict, to a criminal. All kinds of people come in, and we don't also find out what sort of a life they have had in the past. We say, forget the past, forget the past. But sometimes, you know, they come from very complicated lives, you see, and then they show that in the thing. It's all right. Doesn't matter. It's not so important. But one has to have certain civil ideas, that when you are in a meeting, allow me to speak. I would have asked her the questions later on, given her full chance, but she wouldn't allow me to even speak. And she made all false, absolutely false allegations, which has no meaning. Like the first thing she says, that somebody gave me $10,000. I mean, what do I care for $10,000? It has no meaning to me at all. I mean, it doesn't matter to me $10,000. I must have spent much more than that, much more for Sergio Garcia, because I think it's very important. For me, that's the most important thing. Why should I take money? What's the use? What is the use of money to me? And I'm the one talking from the tops of the mountains that you should not. Maybe some people might have given some jewelry, as she says, so-called. You see, they all of that we auction. We auction it. Nothing I don't want. Everything belongs to me, whatever I have. So it is a wrong idea to talk like this when others are sitting anxiously waiting for a very important thing in their lives, which is self-realization.
What about the other claims, though, about other things that she said about friends of hers who had died believing that they were evil people?
No, it's wrong. She wouldn't tell us the name of the person, first of all. Nobody said they were evil people. Nobody. Evil word we don't use in Sergio. That's not the way we are. We don't tell them like that. But, you see, maybe if somebody like her might have said to her, I don't know, must be in the group someone like her, maybe there might have said it. But this word we are not supposed to use at all, such words to anyone. Now she says he died. I asked her the name, she wouldn't tell the name of the person who died. And then she said somebody has given me $10,000. Who is that person? She didn't tell me the name of that person. So, see, this is very ambiguous things to say.
Well, what about the other claim that about the abuse of women and things like that? I mean, she said that she gave you everything that she had. She was cleaning floors. She was doing all sorts of other things like that.
But that you do in anything. Men also do it in Sahaja Yoga. There is nothing like that. You see, men also clean they live with their own ashrams and they have to be. Actually, she was staying with a person where the leader was a lady herself. And all ladies were doing like this. But she has ruined somebody's life by telling her that you must dominate your husband. You must dominate. And by that domination, this fellow got a horrible type of pneumonia. And he was going to die, but I didn't want to say all these things. After all, if she has no grace, you see, it's all right, but I shouldn't say those things. There's a letter about that she did all these things, and that's why they said you go. But she was teaching people that you must dominate. She was teaching this leader also, you must dominate. This is our right to dominate. Why did they dominate us? She is a sort of a feminist woman, an extreme type of a feminist. And we don't have feminists or all these things. What we have is normal people who love each other, who want to live with each other. See, when you marry, you should live like a wife and a husband, not like quarreling all the time for your rights and duties and this and that.
Well, how do you see the role of a wife?
So I just said that there are two wheels on a chariot, all right? One on the left, one on the right. Now, the thing is, the right and the left are equal, but they are not similar. That's the point. They are equal but not similar. And if a woman tries to be a man, it's a wrong thing. Or a woman tries to be, a man tries to be a woman, is a wrong thing. Now the thing is, a woman loves to have a home, and the homemaking is her personal qualities and all that. She should look after the home. There's nothing wrong in it. It's a very good thing. It's a very satisfying thing. Now I myself is a very home-loving person. I have got grandchildren, I have got my daughters married, I have a very big social life. As you know, my husband is a big boss there, so I have to attend many parties and all that. Everything I do, but I do also surgery. But I do not think in any way low in doing my household duties. I don't feel. On the contrary, I enjoy.
Well, how does I think we've lost our
It's all right, it's all right. Now go ahead. Just put on the light, please. Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Just move on, because there should be light on. See, be comfortable. I think you're not feeling comfortable. Yes, you be that side. Yes, now, come on. Yeah.
Well, what about the future of the sect? Where do you see your group's future lying?
This is not a sect. I don't call it a sect. See, it's a movement within yourself. See, it's an evolutionary process. As a fish came out of the water and became a reptile, in the same way, human beings have to become something more. It's a movement within. And that is something so natural and absolutely a living process. It has nothing to do with any sect, or we don't have any memberships, we don't have any payments for that, nothing of that. Anybody who wants to try should try. And as long as they want, they can stay and can go away. But if somebody tries to trouble us, then we have to say, you go away. Because we asked her to go away, that proves at least that we wanted her to go away. She didn't go away. If she didn't like it, why didn't she go?
But what about the future of the movement? Where do you see that?
I'm very hopeful. I'm very happy about it. I think a day will come, we'll have many people who are realized souls, and the kingdom of God is about to come.
But so many movements come and go. I mean,
that's it. I have told about them openly. I've told about it from 1970. I've been shouting. I had also told them in America on the television that AIDS is going to come. The way you are behaving, give up this idea. This is not proper. But they wouldn't like me, and they were very angry with me. Especially in San Francisco, they got so angry. They said, "What are you talking? We don't want to advertise with." You see, this is the trouble. They didn't like it that time when I told them, because as a mother I have to tell the truth, isn't it? And they didn't like it when I told them that you shouldn't do these wrong things. But it happened that way.
Thank you very much. We'll just get some.
May God bless.
Another, yeah.
What are you doing now from that side?
Just getting some cutaways.
All right, just to see.
Where are you going from here?
Here I'm going to Sydney for a day, just to rest, because I've been having a very hectic time. And then I'll be going to via Hong Kong, Bombay. See, I'm also building a house for my husband in Pune. So in between I'm going, building the house, then coming out, doing my work. Lots of things have to be done, but with Sahaja Yoga I don't feel tired, and you become really dynamic. Really don't feel tired. You feel so dynamic and so happy that you don't feel all that. You can do so many things together. I'm 65 years of age, you can imagine.
I can. Thank you very much.
May God bless. So which one is going to come?
We have to go home to see the ABC.
On. They're still waiting here.
Yes,
May God bless.
And they're the ones that are really concerned about tonight. They're really worried.
They are real ones. They are the good ones. That's what Adelaide is. You see, you have very good people here, and some stupid also.
We're going out through that door.
She asked me a question, why does she see us? I said, ask her.
That's right. She's the only one who knows.